Okay, so it's the 25th of February, Saturday morning. I just wanted to quickly run over to the market with you guys real quick. As we see, I've been calling it for the last couple of days now that Matic would probably hit the 120s. I think in one of the other videos I said 125. We in fact are literally at 125.70. Right on the dot. These algorithms are working for us. Um, just a quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is informational purposes only. I am also a hedge fund manager for Stathis Strategies. So none of this is advice, not a solicitation or anything like that. But we are looking at the market this morning to see where we're at. We do have some ranges that are being tested. As said, the 1 hourly is showing that we're kind of on that near bottom, or even the algorithm shows it. Probably going to be testing the waters a little bit lower. We can take a look at the 4 hourly. Obviously, the support is right here where we're currently at. The next bottom is 118, 109. I would say probably skip this and head on down to 96. Now, that is a worst case scenario. We are, as I mentioned plenty of times, the political things that are going on in the world. We see, I don't want to fearmonger, but issues with Russia, Ukraine, China, the U.S., and other countries that are stepping up, making announcements. During wartime, things do happen to shift over into the self-defense sector. I said that yesterday as well. You want to be looking at those self-defense stocks, tickers. I don't think we have anything in the coin, but over in the stock market, you want to be taking notice of stuff like that. We did see where Smith & Wesson had an earnings call coming up, I do believe. Let me take a look at that real quick. Smith & Wesson Brands, which is SWBI. Yeah, they have an earnings. What date is this? The 2nd. So in a couple days now, they should be reporting. Right now, we are seeing that potential bear come in using the 4 hourly Ichimoku cloud. I'm going to check my other screen real quick, see if we have any chats coming in. I'm going to bring this over. Try to place this somewhere out of the way here. Okay. So, anyways, Smith & Wesson Brands does have a earnings report coming up, so really take notice of that. See if there's any ramp up in earnings and income. Take a look over at their income statements, their financial statements over at the sec.gov website. I do have a class on that over on my one website, investingwithchris.com. Let's jump back over to crypto. It's primarily what we're into right now. I want to take a look at the infamous Bitcoin. Keep that. Come on. What's going on here? Huh. My keyboard is not working. All right. Cannot bring up the chat. Taking a look at Bitcoin. I did mention that the pivotal moment here, this is the market cap of Bitcoin. We can't see that it's decreased. I want to know what the all-time high is. I think it was back in, right here, 1.27 trillion, and now we fell down to 400, 300. What are we at? 445 billion. So 445 billion. That's how much money was lost in this bear market. Wow. Hopefully we can start recovering. I know that a lot of people have talked down on crypto, but I think the innovation is there on us. Bitcoin versus USD, 23,620. We do have that red signal coming in, another unfortunate bear territory. This is even on the daily, so it's evident that it probably will go down. I know a lot of YouTubers were getting backlash and saying we're headed to the 8,000 range, I believe is what I saw in one of the chats here. And people said it's just not going to happen. It's going to be a bull. I'm sorry, but to tell you, I think you're wrong. I think those on YouTube that are calling the 8,000 range are probably more correct than you are. We are headed down in this bear territory. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, we're definitely headed down to 22.7 and probably 21.856 will be the next support lines that we really got to take notice. So when Bitcoin hits 21,800, we really got to be paying attention to what's going to happen there. 1 hourly, same thing. Are we getting a near bottom? It has hit the algorithm's point, just dropped below that. What I'm seeing here, looking at the Ichimoku cloud, the lagging span line, it's just not going to happen. I think that we're not going to see that break. So those who are calling the YouTube gurus wrong, actually, I think they're right. That's just my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. Don't get into any trades because of what I say. I'm literally trading on my personal experiences, but I don't want you guys doing that. I want you to learn the indicators, the systems and processes that it takes to become an efficient trader, and just utilize your own way and master it and make money. That's all that matters. So anyways, I don't see Bitcoin pumping right now in the future. I think I even said yesterday in the last stream, April 1st, we'll probably see bears until then. We'll get that run up. And it will literally not even be a bull run. It will just be those who are consolidating, are trying to jump in. You'll see hedge funds, financial institutions take advantage of that. They'll make their positions, and then the market will continue to crash until probably late year or late 2023 of this year into 2024. And then hopefully the Biden administration personally is gone, and we have better leadership, because we've seen the issues with Kraken, Nexo. Those two got fined. Nexo's deciding to leave the U.S. Where is my chat? All right, whatever. If you guys have questions, I will answer that after the video or after the stream. I apologize. Still learning the streaming platform here. But anyways, this is what I'm seeing. Again, April 1st probably will be the start of the next short-term bull run. It's going to be a fake out. You guys can get we'll be getting our profits. We'll start making small buys here and there, see where the market leads us. But other than that, I'm not going to be a long-term holder by any means. Not until I see some better clarity in the regulation or whatever they choose to do on the SEC and whatever they do on their end. Obviously, they don't know. They're ass from a hole in the ground. But anyways, let's take a look at some other coins, as always. Ethereum versus the US dollar. Same thing. We see those pivotal price movements here. The important things to keep note of is the 15.4, 15.4 range. Yeah, I think that for sure, I'm saying for sure, not financial advice, but definitely going to be seeing the 1560s and the 1540s come in here on Ethereum soon. We're at 1590. I think there's going to be another $50 lost on this. Take a look at the 4 hourly, see if we get any more insights. Yeah, 1529. Then the support after that is around 1481. So 1481 is going to be a price point that I'm looking at Ethereum to see what happens if everything that I've been saying is precise. Because we have Bitcoin coming in down to 21, probably even lower. Ethereum hitting 1481. Matic. It's a shame. I don't know if you guys have been following what's going on over in Matic. I think I was reading right here. We see nodes went offline briefly. What do we know? Matic Bulls beaten at 150. Hey, fellas, I was saying 155 was my limit order, and I was out. Solana faces 120 million in liquidations. Prices dropped by 10% immediately. So Solana, Matic nodes went down. A lot of stuff happening. Take a look at that in the news. 8:26 p.m. February 22nd. Polygon Network registered blocks reorganization. It means that some nodes lost sync with their peers in the blockchain was to reject the blocks added to one of the parallel conflicting blockchains. Janata Kanani over at Twitter, Polyscan is having some issues. Meanwhile, you can use this. The incident resulted in problems for users of Polyscan, the largest block explorer for the Polygon Matic network, thanks to the fact that Polyscan relied on some nodes affected by the outage. It stopped processing data correctly. I don't think that's a huge upset, but we do see that in other news of Matic that they had laid off, where was it at? 10, 20% of their workforce with the consolidates with Polygon Labs. So take note of that. I think they're just jumping in line with all the other businesses in the country right now, laying off workers. Sad to see. But that's what you get when I call it how it is. This is unfiltered. If you guys have been following me, you know that I'm unfiltered. I call it how I see it. It's just needed to be said for a very long time. But we do lack the leadership. Anytime that blue gets in the White House, the market turns to crap. Anytime Republicans are in the market and people are making money. So you can't argue with that. You can look back at every president and see that the market was good during Republican times. And then when Democrats are in, the market, the sentiment comes in and it fears. And that's just how it is. I'm not jumping into politics, but again, if you're in a market during a Democrat run, look what happens. We get more regulation. They want to stop staking. The list just continues, and it's sad. They want to keep the money from you guys. Now, institutions, as they say, the IRS, the SEC, it's made for businesses, right? The IRS tax code and the laws within it are literally made and written up for businesses. So I've been seeing this meme going around, borrow, get you a loan and go get a SBA loan and make your business $200,000. I would say look into how to get an LLC, what to do, become a sole proprietor. If you're trading here, learn the 429 status of becoming a day trader and learn what you can write off on your taxes, because it's only going to help you in the long run. But anyways, all these coins are just, I don't have any hope right now that these coins are going to explode up. I know there's a lot of people that's saying bull run coming up. I mean, the charts just don't lie. I've proved this time and time again. I want to take it something into consideration back around the last crash that we had in the stock market. I want to take a look at the SPY, and I want to show this to you. I've said this time and time again to all of my students that have joined me over the years that I've taught how to trade, and I made this one key focus point that when the charts are showing a sell-off or a future sell-off, something always happens in the news that makes that indication or that indicator go ahead and become active. It's like a switch. It turns it on. It says, all right, the indicator's there. We got to say something in the news, or something has to happen. Some kind of law has to come out to make that go ahead and activate. So we flip the switch and boom, it happens. The 2008 crash. Let's see if I can go back. 2008, there's a lot on my chart here. Was right around here. It actually happened in October 2007. I mean, even the algorithm that I'm showing you guys, the indicator is saying sell. So those institutions that were taking note of the Ichimoku cloud support and resistance lines had already knew before the retail did, or anyone that didn't know how to read a chart, that it was evident that we were going to go into a bear run. And sure enough, we did. And now we've recovered hugely since then. But then look where we're at now. The Ichimoku does not lie. we're in a sell-off, and we've dropped. Uh, I don't know my quick math right now, but for those who are looking at the chart, you can go ahead and chime in. We went from where's the top at 477 down to 398, so not a huge loss. I mean, you look at between here and here, and you correlate that over between here and here, it's about the same. But I think you're going to see the biggest crash ever in late 2023 here. I think that's just my opinion. But it's literally on the charts here in the weeklies, the monthly. It's not quite hit yet, but we do have a huge sell. The Ichimoku cloud is starting to level off, and we're going to get into that level. And then when the SPY comes down to below the 300 range, you're going to have 401ks, IRAs start to really feel the impact. I mean, we've fell quite a lot the last 2 months, 3 months, since August. And this is now recovering, but it's those consolidation periods where you see that it starts to come down, it goes up, and it starts to really crash even more. Just my personal opinion, I think we're going to see the SPY come down to 272, 206. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see in the next couple months. It's just not looking good with everything involved, with political, macro, micro economics involved. Everything's tying in together. So anyways, I hope this little Saturday morning market analysis helped you guys. If you're interested in learning how to trade, I will send my link in this chat to my Patreon. That's where I do all of my mentoring. And I even have the indicator, the MACD, the RSI crossover, and sell signals for you guys that I help you become a better trader. It's Investors Club. It's patreon.com/Investors Club. You can find me over there. So anyways, I hope this helped. Drop your questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.